Good morning, day 23. I just got packed up, haven't left yet. My thermometer read 24 degrees this morning when I woke up. Pretty chilly. Beautiful sunrise though, I'll show you. The sun is behind that tree, looking out over this valley. I imagine that's fog hanging over the valley, but beautiful sunny sky. It's supposed to be cooler today. It makes for good hiking. So it is warming up. It's still in the mid-30s. I'm still wearing my puffy and my mid-layer and my long pants, trying to stay warm. I have gloves on. My fingers aren't numb anymore. They were for quite a long while this morning, surprisingly. Anyhow, last night we were sitting with a man, trail name, I think it was Chuckles, if I remember right. Anyhow, that was the first time we had seen him. He ended up coming into the camping area that we chose at about the same time. So we invited him to sit on the ground with us while we had dinner. We got to talking and found out that he's working on the final leg of his Triple Crown. So a Triple Crown in the US hiking world means that you have hiked the Appalachian Trail, the Continental Divide Trail, and the Pacific Crest Trail. You can do them in whatever order you want. You can go south to north or north to south. Really doesn't matter how you accomplish it, as long as you do a legitimate through hike of each. So that was pretty cool. We talked to him for quite a while about the Continental Divide Trail. That's a much looser trail, I'll say. There's not necessarily a trail to follow like you see here or on the Appalachian Trail. It's more like a route. You make lots of choices along the way, potentially deviating from the official line by possibly miles, and it's all good because it's not a well-developed trail yet. So the deal with that one is pretty much as long as you walk from Mexico to Canada within sight of the Continental Divide, you're good. But one thing we learned is yesterday we had a little bit of a short day because we started at the Trail Angel's house, Mama Tink's. We had some breakfast, we did some resupply, so taking care of things and finishing our stay in beautiful Big Bear. But Shepard and I did 15.2 miles yesterday, which that's a really good day for us on a shortened day. Well, Chuckles did 28 miles, so he's in top shape. But I was thinking about that, contemplating that this morning. So he did 28 miles. I'm carrying 5 days of food because when we left Big Bear, we figured it would take at at the very least 3 days. That was not a very realistic possibility, but if somehow we were making huge miles, it might be 3 days, but it could be as many as 5 days. And I don't want to run out of food. Not that I would starve to death, but you get pretty hungry on the trail. So I'm carrying 5 days food. That weight slows you down a little bit. Every ounce slows you down a little bit. So I was thinking about Chuckles. He's doing 28 miles. He's gonna make my 5-day trip in 2.5 or 3 days. So he's carrying 2 days less food, which means that's probably about, try and keep the mic out of the wind here. He's carrying probably 2 pounds less food than me. Also, because he's moving so fast, he doesn't have to carry as much water because he's going to make it to the next water source in 2/3 or half of the time that it takes me. So I have a lot more drinking to do while hiking than he does. So there goes another 2 or 3 pounds. So he's probably, his pack, even carrying exactly the same gear as me, and he's probably smarter than I am about gear with all those miles under his belt. His pack is probably 5 pounds less than mine. That's a huge difference. I'd be going a lot faster with 5 less pounds in my pack. So it becomes kind of a virtuous cycle where the more weight you can drop, the faster you go. The faster you go, the more weight you can drop. There is a limit, but that's why among backpackers, ultralight is such a big deal. So it just has me thinking, contemplating my hike and my gear and all of that. It's really valuable to have another perspective to think about. We've been walking for a while now along Holcomb Creek. Crossed it a couple times. Sometimes we're above it, sometimes we're right next to it. It's really nice to hear the water flowing while you're hiking. Here's the trail coming around the corner, and look at what we have. Beautiful bridge. This is the Deep Creek Bridge. Can't imagine what it took to build this. And Deep Creek down there. We'll stop here, get some water, have a little rest, but pretty awesome. Too bad they didn't leave their porta potty behind. I could use that about now. Middle of nowhere. Deep Creek. Beautiful place. Miles. Many more to go, but it's a huge milestone. Windy day today, this afternoon, still cool. The trail, while still delightful, is much more on the edge of the cliff now, as we're up above Deep Creek. See it down there, lots of water. I imagine this flows most, if not all, summer, but this would be a high impact fall area. I'm watching my step, not the video while I'm filming here, but it just shows how the trail has changed today, this afternoon. It's been a great day though. Come around the corner and here's what you find. Another bridge. Supposedly there's camping, at least one spot somewhere near here. We're gonna take a look down at the creek. It's been overcast most of the afternoon. Probably gonna camp sooner than later in case it were to turn into actual sprinkles or rain. It's been a good day. No point in getting caught in weather right at the very end.